Hi, I'm Rylingo and it's a while since I've made a video, but let's just get in and get started on my top 10 movies of 2014. It is my opinion, so it's probably going to be different from yours. Here we go. Number 10. 71. 71 is a historical thriller set in 1971 Northern Ireland. It's the year before things really kicked off and tensions are high in Belfast. Jack O'Connell plays a soldier who is abandoned by his unit and ends up a target of both the PIRA and the MRF. The movie's sharp pacing ensures you will be on the edge of your seat until completion. It's well acted, nicely scripted, and the low to the ground camera angles make the action feel far more visceral. It's worth a watch, and it's coming to America in 2015.
And we're gonna kill him. Where is he? Tell me! Where's the soldier?
Number 9. Dawn of Planet of the Apes. A gorilla, dual-wielding machine guns whilst riding a horse. I don't need any further explanation. Here goes number 8. Okay. Dawn of Planet of the Apes is well written, has a good storyline, fantastic CGI, and a heart-wrenching finale. Also, a gorilla, dual-wielding machine guns whilst riding a horse. Hell yes! Number 8. Interstellar. This movie is a bit of a controversial one. It's come under heavy criticism for being a bloated Spielberg wannabe movie, and yet I really enjoyed it. Interstellar is a sci-fi Nolan film where humanity's last hope is to send a crew of adventurers through a wormhole in search of a new world. It takes us on the most desperate of voyages, and thanks to a number of fantastic performances from the cast, I was along for the journey. Out of all of the movies on my list, Interstellar contained the most oh shit moments. Moments that leave your heart in your throat and your eyes as wide as they can be. If you're in the mood for a time-consuming sci-fi extravaganza, then Interstellar should be in your orbit. Number 7. Winter Soldier. I actually didn't like the first Captain America movie. Frankly, it bored me. The sequel, on the other hand, is a well-written action movie. Chris Evans returns as the titular character. Captain America is working with S.H.I.E.L.D. whilst trying to adjust to the modern world. He starts disagreeing with S.H.I.E.L.D.'s policies in a way which draws a nice distinction between old-style American values and modern American values. Good action set pieces and some nice character development ensures the captain remains in business. Number 6. The Imitation Game. The Imitation Game is the cinematic retelling of the story of Alan Turing, the World War II codebreaker. The movie does take some liberties with Turing's story, but this is all done in the name of making a better movie, and frankly I appreciate it. Benedict Cumberbatch puts that deep voice to good use, giving one of the best performances of this year. Even Keira Knightley steps up to the plate and looks quite at home with the rest of the cast. The movie comes to a well-deserved emotional climax that would even test the tear ducts of the most complex computer. Number 5. Gone Girl. Nick Dunn has an amazing wife, but after returning home he finds her missing, and he is the number 1 suspect. Gone Girl is an adaptation of the Gillian Flynn novel with the same name. In spite of Ben Affleck's usual poor performance, this is one of the best movies of 2014. The dark, intriguing plot combined with outstanding performances from the likes of Rosamund Pike, Carrie Coon and Tyler Perry had me glued to the screen from start to finish. There's very little I can say about it without spoiling the story, but trust me, this is a movie you definitely want to watch. Number 4. 22 Jump Street. I was sure this comedy sequel would let me down. We have the cast from the first movie returning, and I really didn't think lightning would strike twice, but how wrong I was. 22 Jump Street takes the odd route of making light of how sequels are always inferior, whilst being a sequel movie. The laughs come thick and fast, and the buddy cop humour hasn't steeled yet. Keep an eye out for the best end credits of the year. Number 3. The Lego Movie. How can I deny this a place on the list? The Herculean task of creating a movie from the Danish toy franchise looked impossible, but Lord and Miller are in phenomenal form right now. The movie follows Emmett, a super ordinary Lego builder, who is then dragged into an epic journey to defeat the evil Vitruvius. An all-star voice cast helps the Lego movie into the top 3. This movie is so odd, yet laugh out loud hilarious, that you've just got to admit everything about it is awesome. Number 2. Calvary. Calvary begins with Father James, a local priest, being told in confession that he will be murdered next Sunday by a sexual abuse victim. That's how this movie opens. Calvary is an Irish drama movie following the life of a local priest. It takes on tough material with smart, dark humour. Brendan Gleeson owns the role as he talks to the various odd caricature-like parishioners hoping to avoid his grim fate. This movie is an emotional maelstrom and I loved every minute of it, and I laughed quite often during it. Number 1. Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians gets so many things right. Let's start with the soundtrack. It's fantastic. It's the best soundtrack this year. How about the characters? Funny and sincerely lovable. The cast all make their mark, with special mention going to Bradley Cooper, who is great as Rocket Raccoon. The action isn't the best, but the movie is as funny as anything else I've seen this year. If you want a silly, funny superhero movie, then this is probably the best silly, funny superhero movie ever made. It's really fun. So that was my top 10 list. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this year coming I'll do a couple more videos. Sorry about the kind of lack of them. Thank you, Rylingo out.